Hello, welcome in. Recently decided that I'm going to become consistent because I want the things that I want, and I have the double D's, delusion and determination. So yeah, expect a lot more from me and bounce on me, hop on while I'm still niche or something, I don't know. Anyway, today I'm going to talk about why people thought I was a school shooter. So, the actual thing took place in junior year. I'm going to rewind it all the way back to freshman year because that adds some context that is very important. Because in my freshman year, we already had a situation kind of similar. I'm going to do this very quickly, but basically what happened was somebody called in a threat that somebody was going to bring a weapon to the school. So there was police officers like patrolling the school and stuff, and they had their guns and all that sort of stuff. And one of them was scouting out the bathroom, and when he was trying to put his gun back in his holster, he accidentally fired it, so it caused like a whole panic. People got traumatized that day and stuff like that. The whole, it was a whole mess. I was panicked at first, and I ran with a group of people like into the forest and then played video games on my iPad until the situation resolved itself. Anyway, fast forward 2 years, I'm in my junior year, like second half of junior year, aka the hell year, the worst year of high school. So keep in mind, I was already kind of stressed. But yeah, basically, I was minding my own business, sitting by myself, when I thought it would be a good idea to draw some fan art. Of what? I'm not telling. But basically it was based off of that one meme image of these two people. And if you look at the text on that shirt, it says, "I'm high ASF and I have a gun in my backpack." Was it smart for me to draw that in school? Not really. But I didn't know that people were watching. That's definitely where I messed up. I should have kept it at home. But basically the next day I walk into school and I'm kind of getting side eyes, and it's like, okay, I didn't really think much of it. And then in the middle of class, I get pulled out, and they're like, they start questioning me, and they're like, "Are you high right now? Do you have a gun in your back? Like, I'm gonna search this. Am I gonna find a gun?" And I was like, "No, obviously not." And I kind of had a good reputation because I was kind of like the sweet shy kid, so they already knew my reputation, and I was like the last person that would ever do that. So that would be a nice resolution, right? Wrong. I step out and I'm still kind of getting some stares and stuff like that. For some reason, I didn't put two and two together until when I was going home. My brother, who also went to the same school as me, was told me that people were coming up to him and asking him why I wanted to shoot up the school. And I was super freaking embarrassed because obviously, and I was someone that was already very self-conscious, so it was really hard to deal with the fact that everybody thought that was what I was. And by the way, I just want to mention the fact that whoever reported me, they didn't do the wrong thing. If you're suspicious of someone, you're better safe than sorry. And I totally get that. I if I was going to do that, it would be important to stop me. But what I don't like is how before it was even verified or whatever, he went and told his friends. Because guess what happens when you do that? They're going to tell their friends, and then it's going to spread into a whole game of telephone. And I was tracking what everyone was saying about me, and it's I heard things I wrote it on a whiteboard, what I was going to do. I threatened people. I pulled it out in the bathroom or something, and I was it was really getting out of hand. People did not want to be near me. They didn't want to be I literally saw someone when I was about to go in the bathroom turn around and walk the other way. People really did not want to be in the same room as me. I was constantly getting side-eyed and stared at, and all these other things. It really, made me, I don't want to say not really a depressive episode, but it put me in sort of a dark place. And my grades dropped to a C. I didn't want to go to school. I didn't want to get out of bed, that type of thing. especially since like the rumors were only spreading and people were calling me emo or something. Like it was really bad. And the worst part is like I don't really have friends, so like there wasn't really many people that could stand up for me. Like there was a couple people that I talked to, but like they weren't like closely enough associated with me. So like I really tried to brush it off and like act like I didn't care and just walk through the hallways, but it was really hard because like literally every single day before that I was like, am I coming off as weird? Am I making people uncomfortable? Am I, and then that it's like I got confirmation I am. I don't know if there was anyone in the school that didn't know me and like what I was potentially gonna do. And I don't even know like the full extent of like the impact because like, I only had it from my perspective and like a couple things that my brother said. So who knows what people were saying outside of that or how far it spread or, the impact that it had. Like if some people just didn't go to school because of me, like it's really very interesting. So like I just went the rest of the school year like that. I tried to get better grades in the last quarter, and I was also trying to just like be extra friendly and be like, guys, no, it's like it's not true. Like I was trying to laugh it off and stuff, but I knew that like some people didn't believe me and they were probably extra scared from like the thing that happened freshman year because like most people were there for that. So yeah, I entered the summer kind of not doing the best, but honestly that was a very important summer for me because like I talked about this before about how like that event really made me realize like it's fine that I'm alone. It's fine that nobody needs to understand me. Like I am better off alone outside of people because no matter what you do, people are always going to misconstrue it, not believe you, and do all this extra stuff. So that summer I tried to focus on myself. I did some things. I saved up to go to a concert, and I entered senior year feeling hopeful that people forgot. I don't think anybody brought it up to me after that, but I did like really stick to myself to that after that. Like senior year, I was like a ghost. I just wanted people to forget about me. So yeah, kind of weird.